Hi, this is a reading of Zalta's Diary by Zalta Filpovic. Hey, diary, you know what I am? Since Anne Frank called her diary Kitty, maybe I could give you a name too. What about Asphaltina pizzametta, Cefica hikmeta, Selva mimi, or something else? I'm thinking. I've decided I'm going to call you Mimi. All right then, let's start. Dear Mimi, it's almost half term. We're all studying for our tests. Tomorrow we're supposed to go to a classical musical concert at Shikderja Hall. Our teacher says we shouldn't go because there'll be 10,000 people, pardon me, children there, and somebody might take us as hostages or plant a bomb in the concert hall. Mommy says I shouldn't go, so I won't. Hey, you know who won the Yugo Vision Song Contest? Extra Nina. I'm afraid to say this next thing. Leka says she heard at the hairdresser's that on Saturday, April 4, 1992, there's going to be a boom, boom, bang, bang, crash, Sarajevo. Translation, they're going to bomb Sarajevo. Dear Mimi, the news sections of town, Dobrinja, Mojmilo, Jofinico, Polje, are being sadly shelled. Everything is being destroyed, burned. The people are in shelters. Here in the middle of town where we live, it's different. It's quiet. People go out. It was a nice warm spring day. We went out too. Vas Vaso Miskin Street was full of people. Children. It looked like a peace march. People came out to be together, the way they used to be. That's only natural, isn't it? Who likes or wants war when it's the worst thing in the world? I keep thinking about the march I joined today. It's bigger and stronger than war. That's why it will win. The people must be the ones to win, not the war, because war has nothing to do with humanity. War is something inhuman. Tuesday, April 14th, 1992. Dear Mimi, people are leaving Sarajevo. The airport, train, and bus stations are packed. I saw sad pictures on TV of people parting, families, friends separating. Some are leaving, others staying. It's so sad. Why? These people and children aren't guilty of anything. Keta and Bracco came early this morning. They're in the kitchen with mommy and daddy, whispering. Keka and mommy are crying. I don't think they know what to do, whether to stay or to go. Neither way is good. Saturday, May 2nd, 1992. Dear Mimi, today was truly absolutely the worst day in Sarajevo. The shooting started around noon. Mommy and I moved into the hall. Daddy was in his office under our apartment at the time. We told him on the intercom to run quickly to the downstairs lobby where we'd meet him. We brought Kiko with us. The gunfire was getting worse, and we couldn't get over the wall to the bomb bars, so we ran down to our own cellar. The cellar is ugly, dark, smelly. Mommy, who's terrified of mice, had two fears to cope with. The three of us were in the same corner as the other day. We listened to the pounding shells, the shooting, the thundering noise over her head. We heard planes. At one moment, I realized that this awful cellar was the only place we could save our lives. Suddenly, it started to look almost warm and nice. It was the only way we could defend ourselves against all this terrible shooting. We heard glass shattering in our street. Horrible. I put my fingers to my ears to block out the terrible noise. I was horrified about Siko. We had left him behind in the lobby. Would he catch cold there? Would something hit him? I was terribly hungry and thirsty. We had left our half cooked lunch in the kitchen. When the shooting died down a bit, Daddy ran over to our apartment and brought us back some sandwiches. He said he could smell something burning and that the phones weren't working. He brought our TV set down to the cellar. That's when we learned that the main post office near us was on fire and they had kidnapped our president. At around 8, we went back to our apartment. Almost every window in our street was broken. Ours were all right, thank God. I saw the post office in flames, a terrible sight. The firefighters battled with the raging fire. Daddy took a few photos of the post office being devoured by the flames. He said they wouldn't come out because I had been fiddling with something on the camera. I was sorry. The whole apartment smelled of burning fire. God, and I used to pass by there every day. It had just been done up. It was huge and beautiful, and now it was being up by the flames. It was disappearing. That's what this neighborhood of mine looks like, my Mimi. I wonder what it's like in other parts of town. I heard on the radio that it was awful around the eternal flame, the place of knee deep in glass. We're worried about grandma and granddad. They live there. Tomorrow, if we can go out, we will see how they are. A terrible day. This has been the worst, most awful day of my 11-year-old life. I hope it will be the only one. Mommy and Daddy are very edgy. I have to go to bed. Ciao, Zalta. Dear Mimi, the shooting seems to be dying down. I guess they're caused enough misery, although I don't know why. It has something to do with politics. I just hope the kids come to some agreement. Oh, and if only they would, so we would live and breathe as human beings again. These things that have happened here these past few days are terrible. I wanted to stop forever. Peace. Peace. I didn't tell you, Mimi, that we've rearranged things in the apartment. My room and Mommy and Daddy's are too dangerous to be in. They face the hills, which is where they're shooting from. If only you knew how scared I am to go near the windows and into those rooms. So we turned a safe corner of the sitting room into a bedroom. We sleep on mattresses on the floor. It's strange and awful, but it's safer that way. We've turned everything around for safety. We put Seiko in the kitchen. He's safe there. Although once the shooting starts, there's nowhere safe except the cellar. I suppose all of this will stop and we'll go back to our usual places. Ciao, Salta. Thursday, May 7th, 1992. Dear Mimi, I was almost positive the war would stop, but today a shell fell on the park in front of my house, the park where I used to play and sit with my girlfriends. A lot of people were hurt. From what I hear, Jaka's mother, Selma, Nina, our neighbor Dado, and who knows how many other people who happened to be there were wounded. Dado, Jaka, and her mother have come home from the hospital. Selma lost a kidney, but I don't know how she is because she's still in the hospital. And Nina is dead. A piece of shrapnel lodged in her brain and she died. She was a sweet, nice little girl. We went to kindergarten together and we used to play together in the park. Is it possible I'll ever see Nina again? Nina, an innocent 11-year-old girl, the victim of a stupid war. I feel sad. I cry and wonder why. She didn't do anything. A disgusting war has destroyed a young child's life. Nina, I'll always remember you as a wonderful little girl. Love, Mimi. Zalta. Dear Mimi, boredom, shooting, shelling, people being killed, despair, hunger, misery, fear. That's my life, the life of an innocent 11-year-old schoolgirl. A schoolgirl without a school, without the fun and excitement of school. A child without games, without friends, without the sun, without birds, without nature, without fruit, without chocolate or sweets, with just a little powdered milk. In short, a child without a childhood. A wartime child, I now realize that I am really living through a war. I am witnessing an ugly, disgusting war. I and thousands of other children in this town that is being destroyed, that is crying, weeping, seeking help, but getting none. God, will this ever stop? Will I ever be a schoolgirl again? Will I ever enjoy my childhood again? I once heard that childhood is the most wonderful time of your life, and it is. I loved it. And now an ugly war is taking it all away from me. Why? I feel sad. I feel like crying. I am crying. Yours, Alta. Thursday, October 29th, 1992. Dear Mimi, Mommy and Auntie Ivanka from her office have received grants to specialize in Holland. They have letters of guarantee, and there's even one for me. But Mommy can't decide. If she accepts, she leaves behind Daddy, her parents, her brother. I think it's a hard decision to make. One minute, I think, no, I'm against it. But then I remember the war, winter, hunger, my stolen childhood, and I feel like going. Then I think of Daddy, Grandma, and Granddad, and I don't want to go. It's hard to know what to do. I'm really on edge, Mimi. I can't write anymore. Monday, November 2nd, 1992. Dear Mimi, Mommy thought it over, talked to Daddy, Grandma and Granddad, and to me, and she decided to go. The reason for her decision is me. What's happening in Sarajevo is already too much for me, and the coming winter will make it even harder. All right, but, well, I suppose it's better for me to go. I really can't stand it here anymore. I talked to Auntie Ivanka. Sorry, I had to readjust. I talked to Auntie Ivanka today, and she told me that this war is hardest on the children and that the children should be got out of the city. Daddy will manage. Maybe he'll even get to come with us. Ciao, Zalta. Thursday, December 3rd, 1992. Dear Mimi, today is my birthday, my first wartime birthday. 12 years old. Congratulations. Happy birthday to me. The day started off with kisses and congratulations. First, Mommy and Daddy, then everyone else. Mommy and Daddy gave me 3 Chinese vanity cases with flowers on them. As usual, there was no electricity. Auntie Melissa came with her family, Keenan, Nadia, Nihad, and gave me a book. And Brocco Lachner came, of course. The whole neighborhood got together in the evening. I got chocolate, vitamins, a heart shaped soap, small and orange, a keychain with a picture of Maja and Bohana, a pendant made of a stone from Cyprus, a ring, silver, and earrings. Bingo! The tail was nicely laid with little rolls, fish, and rice salad, cream cheese with feta, canned corned beef, a pie, and of course, a birthday cake. Not how it used to be, but there's a war on. Luckily, there was no shooting, so we could celebrate. It was nice, but something was missing. It's called peace. Yours, Alta. Tuesday, July 27th, 1993. Dear Mimi, journalists, reporters, TV and radio crews from all over the world, even Japan. They're interested in you, Mimi, and asked me about you, but also about me. It's exciting, nice, unusual for a wartime child. The days have changed a little. They're more interesting now. It takes my mind off things. When I go to bed at night, I think about the day behind me. Nice as though it weren't wartime, and with such thoughts, I happily fall asleep. But in the morning, when the wheels of the water carts wake me up, I realize that there's a war on. That mine is a wartime life. Shooting, no electricity, no water, no gas, no food, almost no life. Zalta. Thursday, October 7th, 1993. Dear Mimi, things are the way they used to be lately. There's no shooting, thank God. I go to school, read, play the piano. Winter is approaching, but we have nothing to heat with. I look at the calendar and it seems as though this year of 1993 will again be marked by war. God, we've lost 2 years listening to gunfire, battling with electricity, water, food, and waiting for peace. I look at mommy and daddy. In 2 years, they've aged 10. And me, I haven't aged, but I've grown, although I honestly don't know how. I don't eat fruit or vegetables. I don't drink juices. I don't eat meat. I am a child of rice, peas, and spaghetti. There I am talking about food again. I often catch myself dreaming about chicken, a good cutlet, pizza, lasagna. Oh, enough of that. Zalta. Tuesday, October 12th, 1993. Dear Mimi, I don't remember whether I told you that last summer I sent a letter through school to a pen pal in America. It was a letter for an American girl or boy. Today I got an answer. A boy wrote me. His name is Brandon. He's 12 like me. He lives in Harrisburg, Pennsylvania. It really made me happy. I don't know who invented the mail and letters, but thank you, whoever you are. I now have a friend in America, and Brandon has a friend in Sarajevo. This is my first letter from across the Atlantic, and it is a reply envelope, and in it is a reply envelope and a lovely pencil. A Canadian TV crew and journalist from the Sunday Times, Janine, came to our gym class today. They brought me 2 chocolate bars. What a treat. It's been a long time since I've had sweets. Love, Zalta. December 1993. Dear Mimi, Paris. There's electricity. There's water. There's gas. There's, there's life, Mimi. Yes, life. Bright lights, traffic, people, food. Don't think I've gone nuts, Mimi. Hey, listen to me, Paris. No, I'm not crazy. I'm not kidding. It really is Paris. And can you believe it? Me in it? Me, my mommy, and my daddy at last. You're 100% sure I'm crazy, but I'm serious. I'm telling you, dear Mimi, that I have arrived in Paris. I've come to be with you. You're mine again now, and together we're moving into the light. The darkness has played out its part. The darkness is behind us. Now we're bathed in light lit by good people. Remember that, good people. Bulb by bulb, not candles, but bulb by bulb, and me bathing in the lights of Paris. Yes, Paris. Incredible. You don't understand. You know, I don't think I understand either. I feel as though I must be crazy, dreaming as though it's a fairy tale, but it's all true.